Boring jeans giving you the blues? Are you tired of your regular old blue jean pants? Is your dull denim putting you to sleep? Well, I just might have something you can do about that. Today I'm going to show you how to turn a boring pair of blue jeans into something more fun. So of course the first thing you need is a pair of jeans. Just make sure they're not too stretchy. So you'll need some sharp scissors for cutting fabric, and that can cut into jeans. And you'll need a needle. I'm using a bigger embroidery needle, but you can use any needle you have. Some thread. Any thread will do. I'm working with some of this cotton embroidery thread, but if you have just regular thread, that's also fine. So then you're gonna need some fabric scraps. I am using some leftovers from my sewing projects. Just make sure that they're not too stretchy or thin. You want them to be about the same thickness as your jeans. If you don't have fabric scraps, one idea is to maybe use a bandana, or maybe you have some old clothes with stains or holes. So you can get creative with your fabrics. Now, some people like to use a ruler maybe to measure your pieces, and an iron if you have wrinkly fabric, but you don't need them. So the first step is to cut out a square or rectangle somewhere on your pants. It can be anywhere. Think about it a little first, because once you cut, there's no takebacks. But go ahead and just carefully cut out one square. Now we're gonna make a patch to fill in that hole that you just cut in your jeans. So you're gonna take a piece of your scrap fabric and lay it flat, and then take that square you cut out and lay it over it. Now, as you cut out your patch, you're gonna use that square of jeans to guide you, but make sure that you cut a little bigger. So leave some space in the margin. See how I'm cutting a rectangle that's just a little bit bigger than that jeans patch. So you can see how now I have a square of my scrap fabric that's just a little bigger but the same shape. Almost time to sew. So cut the thread about 2 or 3 feet, not too long, because then you get tangles. Okay, you're gonna knot the end of your thread. So I'm kind of showing you here. I wrap it around my middle finger to make a loop, and then I pull that little end of the thread through the loop. If you have never really sewed before, these can help with threading the needle, these little threaders. Look at my YouTube skills. See, I always wanted to try that. So you can use that by just inserting the threader into the needle, and then take your thread and go ahead and put it in the loop, and then when you pull it through, ta-da, you have an easier way of getting your thread in there. So now it's sewing time. So go ahead and take your square, and we're gonna start in the corner of your patch. So put the needle through the corner of the patch, and then through the matching corner in the hole in your jeans, and pull it through, and make sure that the knot you made is on the inside of the jeans. You don't want to see that knot on the outside. Okay, so now you have your patch in place, and you're ready to start putting in some stitches. If you already know how to sew, you can fast forward, but if you're learning, you can follow along. So I'm going in and out with the needle. So as I pull the thread through, I'm kind of carefully guiding it. and making sure it doesn't bunch up and get tangled at the end. So we're gonna just keep going with our stitches in and out along the edge of our square, and just use a little patience. You wanna make sure that your fabric is lined up, and take your time, there's no rush. So I know I just said there's no rush, but I am speeding up this footage because ain't nobody got time to watch me sew, because it takes a little while. So once you're done sewing that square into your pants, you're gonna turn those jeans inside out, and to finish it off, you're gonna be making an extra knot in the back. So you're gonna form a loop and pull that thread through, and you're gonna repeat that at least 3 times.